Mr. Speaker, Mr. President, Prime Minister, all protocols observed. Thank you for doing me this honor of inviting me to address a few words to you. I will be very brief. I think the previous speakers have highlighted the many challenges facing Somalia, whether they relate to the humanitarian situation, whether they relate to the need for jobs and a future for young people, whether they relate to security and the importance of improving security both for the people around the country and here in Mogadishu, as well as the need for more stable politics. Speaking, I hope, on behalf of my colleagues in the international community, let me say that when Somalis work together, all these challenges can be addressed and overcome. But when there are big divisions, the difficulty of addressing them becomes much, much greater. And as I think many speakers have said, the role of Parliament in responding to the executive's agenda is extremely important. And I think the people of Somalia are turning not only to the government to provide a good agenda for the people, but they are also expecting their politicians and their parliamentarians to represent them and to help this country achieve the many ambitions that it has. And these cannot be underestimated. Unfortunately, Somalia has been characterized by a very turbulent political marketplace for many years. I think it is time to try and put in place some structural measures that will help stabilize those politics, including implementation of the political party law, looking at rules of procedure and impeachment, fighting corruption, and looking at the role of money in politics. These are difficult things, but they need to be done if the government is to be able to achieve its agenda and politicians play its role. Let me say that my job as the SRSG is to work with my colleagues in the international community and to encourage them to be generous to Somalia, whether it's in terms of supporting the constitutional review, the definition of an electoral model, in terms of breaking the cycle of averting famine and investing in recovery and resilience, in helping Somalia achieve the pathway to debt relief, in strengthening approaches to security. But my ability to do that, and all the ability of my colleagues who are sitting there, is directly affected by the quality of political discussion in Somalia. So the greater the unity, the better it is for us in terms of mobilizing international support for what I believe is a very good governmental agenda and a very serious parliament. And I would particularly like to congratulate the speakers, the new upper house, of course, but the role in particular that the Speaker of the House of the People has played in keeping the focus on a legislative agenda and all the things that you are planning in the coming year. I commend you for that. I wish you every success, and I urge all Somalis to come together to tackle the extraordinary challenges that we now face and help me to continue to persuade the international community to provide all the support that this country needs and deserves at this critical time. As I say, the agenda is good. Let's make the politics good as well, so that we can achieve the many ambitions that are being set out by this government. Thank you very much indeed.